What's going on, friends? It is another episode of Married to Kaiju where I am the rudest, crudest way you will see Godzilla, Power Rangers, and other Toku properties reviewed, unboxed, and ultimately collected. Um, I'm back freshly from G Fest, and I'm really excited to show off some of the things I got. Definitely not as much as in the past. I still got a bunch of things and a bunch of really awesome things. But I don't know. I was a good boy for once. It felt kind of weird if I'm being honest. But yeah, so back from G Fest, it was a great time. Fantastic time seeing friends, both old and making new ones. As always, Carrie and Eric came and stayed with us before, and then we all made the trek up there together. You probably, if you went to G Fest, you saw Eric and myself working behind the table at Beast of the East Collectibles, which was a tremendous success. Thank you guys for all coming out there and supporting my friend Frank and his business. It means the world to him, and it means the world to me as well. So thank you guys all for doing that. But yeah, so for now, I'm gonna kind of quit rambling, and I'm gonna start showing off some things that I picked up at G Fest. I'm waiting for a special guest to pop on here, hopefully soon. But yeah, so I'll get right into it. I'm gonna start with some of the Bandai's and stuff, some of the smaller things. I got the Movie Monster series, Bachelor Larva. A lot of these I picked up from my buddy Frank at Beast of the East Collectibles. This is a great Bachelor figure. It's more of a soft vinyl compared to the one that came out in the '90s. That is harder. Move this down. But yeah, great figure, great sculpt. I'm glad that they redid that. Next, so I actually haven't seen Kaiju number 8, the anime, or read the manga yet. I do have issue 1 and 2 sitting over there, but I just haven't had the time to read it. But I love the design. And again, Beast of the East, Frank had these for sale, and they were like, I don't know, $20. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna buy it. I love his design, and I'm excited to read the manga and to watch the anime. Moving on from Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, we've got the Beast Glove Kong. It's a cool figure. This is essentially the exact same Kong we got 2 years ago for Godzilla vs. Kong, just with a little bit of a different arm, obviously, with the Beast Glove. But other than that, he's pretty much the same. A couple other little differences. You know, he has the claw scar marks on his belly and chest from Godzilla. Joe Vadgisky, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, happy birthday to you and your brother. It was great to see you at G Fest, and your brother and your lovely significant others. It's man, Joe and Vince, the twins as they are known, have been a staple of G Fest for many years. It's always great to run into them. So it was great to see you too, buddy. So yeah, that's the Bandai Movie Monster Beast Glove Kong. You know, let's just knock out the Godzilla Kong the New Empire stuff. So here is Godzilla Evolved. We didn't get a new standard version of Godzilla. We just got the evolved version, which is very similar to the MonsterVerse or Legendary Goji that we've already gotten. There are a little bit of differences. He looks a little thinner. Obviously, he has the elbow spikes, the purple fins, and the what's this called, like therminizer or something like that on his tail. Pretty cool. It's all right. It's all right. Bandai's, you know, sometimes Bandai's are amazing and the best out there, and sometimes they're just okay. So, all right, theater exclusive Godzilla Evolved. This is from, again, Godzilla Kong the New Empire, and this is the pink glittery theater exclusive Godzilla that was given out in or at theaters in Japan. with the release of Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. I like this. I like this a lot. I love the theater exclusives that aren't just clear. I like the ones that are super bright and colorful, because it's, I've said this before in some of my other videos. So many things are just kind of gray or black or charcoal gray, what have you, and it all looks it all kind of blends in on the shelves. So I love that colorful pop. And the last, it is again from Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. This is the second theater exclusive that was available in Japan. It is so that one, the pink one, was based off of Godzilla Evolved. This is based off the original legendary, the 2019 King of the Monsters kind of look. You can tell with the spines. And this is the Frostbite Shimo exclusive, which is pretty cool. Hello, Ghidorah Stan 64. Pinkzilla does look dope. Oh, let's see. What does Joe have to say? Just checking the chats. Thanks, Joe. It was a joy getting to see you all as well. The best thing about G-Fest, getting to see old friends and new ones. Joe, I couldn't agree more. That is, I love shopping for toys. I love the toy hunt and all of that. That's super fun and awesome. But to me, maybe it's because I'm getting older, or maybe because we're getting older. Seeing so many friends that I only get to see once a year, even if it is just a brief passing in the hallways because we're all running to go catch a panel or shop at the dealer's room or whatever, just those interactions with friends that you get to only see once a year. It's those memories, and just sitting on the patio having a beer or two and just chopping it up with friends. That is truly what makes Godzilla Fest so amazing and so memorable. So all right, let's see, moving on. All right, Bandai, the movie monster series. This is the 1965 Gamera, or Showa Gamera. Again, all of this stuff so far I got from my buddy Frank at Beast of the East Collectibles. And to go with that Showa Gamera is the 1967 Showa Gauss. This is a really nice sculpt, really nice paint, looks really good. Happy that they did it. I love the fact that Bandai has been redoing sculpts and coming out with new figures. I'm going to pause that thought and bring in a very special guest, the man who at this rate seems to be attached to my hip no matter when we stream. I just finally had to kick him out of my house. It is the bearded kaiju himself, Eric Stolp, like stop with an L. What's going on?
Good, man. Good. I am being on here because I was asked by my good friend Joe.
You begged me. On here, you begged me.
I want to support you in every single way I can.
I appreciate you. We do have a couple people here in the chat. We have Ghidorah Stan 64 and
is that Joe... Christian?
That's what I was wondering. I'm
That's
pretty
Christian.
Sure is it Christian?
Pretty sure it's Christian.
I thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, Joseph, what's going on, man?
Yep, and Joseph is here as well.
Sweet.
So I was just kind of going through some of the Bandais. I don't need to pull them all back out because you obviously saw them. You were with me for most of them. But I was just kind of talking about the Showa Gauss and Gamera. They look pretty good. I'm fans of them, especially the Gauss. I think the Gauss looks really, really nice. Was that one of the ones that you picked up, Eric?
No, because I knew I didn't have it, but I did have the Memorial box set and everything. So I will probably go back and probably eventually get them. Just because, I mean, Gamera wise, there's just not enough Gamera stuff and good stuff, honestly. So I'll probably eventually get that one. But other than that, I gotta, like I told you, I gotta make a list of stuff that I need and actually know what I have to get and everything, because I don't want to buy stuff I already have.
Yeah. And yes, it is Christian.
I knew it.
Hi, Christian. How are you, buddy?
I knew it.
Yeah, well, it's easy for me because I know that if it's new that I have to buy it. See, you're more
Mhm.
particular. You'll be like, oh, I
Mhm.
just want, the best version of that figure
Yep,
in each
absolutely.
line. Where I'm like, I will take every figure out of every line, and so all right, let me show off another thing here. I'm actually glad you're here because maybe you can help me on a couple guys who I've forgotten their names from Ultraman once I get there. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you can maybe help me. Let's do. You know what? Let's do Ultra. Let's move into Ultraman for a little bit. We'll come back to Godzilla. How about that? From Ultraman. So Bandai again, but this is the smaller, like 3-inch series. Silvergon.
Yeah.
I love Silvergon. I think he's pretty cool. I don't know where the other ones went. I think I must have left them. There's going to be a part 2 for sure because there's just too much. So this is one of the guys that I need help with. Who is this? I just thought he looked really cool, and I bought him because he was in the $5 bin at Beast of the East. So I was like, oh, cool.
I think he's from. I know he's from the Heisei series. Maybe
Okay.
from Tiga. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's like a totem pole dude where the
Yeah.
heads can kind of shift and everything. I don't
Okay.
remember his name though.
Any listeners on here could tell us what?
Yeah, maybe
he is?
Joseph. Joseph is a big
Yeah.
Ultraman watcher.
I kind of figured he was like a totem guy considering with the heads, but yeah, I've never seen him, so I was like, oh, that's cool. I've said in some of my videos before, Eric, and even on our MWA channel, like I love Ultraman, but I haven't seen a significant amount of Ultraman.
Mhm.
I've seen like maybe 3, 4, 5 of the newer series, and then like a couple of like the older ones, and then that's kind of it. So yeah, it's I have a lot, and there's like 20 something seasons. So all right, moving on. You can maybe also help me with this one because I forgot his name too. I thought it was Armored Darkness, but it's not.
No.
Again, thought he was cool, and I thought he kind of looked like Armored Darkness, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get him.
Let me see.
No idea. That happens. From Shin Ultraman, we got Gabora, a little spiky guy.
Nice.
Yes, that's super cool. I think I liked him. I wish he had a little bit longer screen time.
Yeah, I kind of wish him and what's the other one? God damn it, what's the other one?
Naranga.
Naranga. Thank you, Jesus. I had a little bit more screen time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, speaking of Naranga, from the new film Ultraman Rising, I got the little Naranga figure here, little like kind of 3 inches or so, 3-inch-ish or so. Got this from our buddy Chris and Alex at Seismic Toys. So yeah, pretty cool. From continuing the trend of Ultraman Rising, I got Ultraman himself. Very cool. Very cool. I I should have probably kept like the groups together, but that's why I'm the crudest way, Eric. Next is my wife's favorite thing that I got is Emmy, who she finds absolutely freaking adorable.
I think everybody finds her adorable.
I know. I asked her when I had everything laid out on the kitchen table. I was like, "So, like, what's your favorite thing that I got?" And she's like, "Emmy," and I'm like, "That was $5." I was like, "Please pick something else." All right, moving through Bandai again. Let's go back to Gamera real quick. I got the Zegra, the Bandai Zegra from Gamera Rebirth. Just super cool. I really hope that they make a sequel to that.
Yes.
Poor Gamera just constantly gets overshadowed.
Yeah. And it was such a good series too. It was a really good series.
So. It very much was. It absolutely was. This one impressed me so much. So it's the first time we've ever gotten a Bandai of this figure. It is the 1955 Anguirus. Which is super awesome.
That one surprised me.
Yeah, it's very good. It looks fantastic. Looks just like, because we've had Anguirus, we've had Showa Anguirus and Final Wars Anguirus, but we've never had his first appearance Anguirus, which is super awesome to finally
and
get.
I love the pose though too, with his head cocked up and everything, like he's fighting Godzilla. So
yep, for sure. All right, we got the Odo Island Godzilla, or the Proto Godzilla, as I've heard people refer to it as. It's freaking Godzillasaurus.
Yeah, it's Godzillasaurus.
And you can't get the Proto without getting the full size. I finally picked up the Godzilla -1 adult form or final form. Again, from Beast of the East Collectibles. Tell Carrie to be quiet. All right. Last Bandai, I think. Well, last new Bandai. Let's put it that way. Got the new Kaiser Ghidra. This one, so I'll say this. I know a lot of people were talking smack when these pictures came out of this, and I understand why. But I will say this. The figure looks way better in person than what the promo shots were.
Yeah, I agree.
And I love
now I still like the 8-inch.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's still way far superior, but yeah, it was better than what the photos gave it credit for.
For sure. Absolutely. All right. Last two Bandai, but these two are a little bit rarer per se. So saved these for a last. So one of my goals this year at G Fest was to finish some lines that I've had in my collection that were incomplete. One of them being the Godzilla Forever series line. So I noticed, actually, I believe Eric, you pointed it out to me that our friend Diane from Clawmark, she had the Forever series Mecha King Ghidra for sale. Mm-hmm. So I went and talked to her, and she gave me a fantastic deal on this that I could not pass up. So I picked it up. Super happy to. Now I'm only missing Baby Godzilla, and then I will have all of the Forever series set. Because I also picked up the 1962 Godzilla, which is super cool. It looks great. I wish we actually got like a new movie monster series 62 Godzilla.
We probably will, honestly.
I hope so. I really do. I hope
so. I mean, we've gotten 84, we've gotten 75, we've gotten 64, 55, yeah. So I mean, it's just a matter of time before they do another one.
All right, so before I get into the little bit more pricier, rarer, like Sofubi stuff, I want to give a shout out to YMSF. They did awesome work on several figures. Last year, I bought the Orga from them awesome. Absolutely awesome. And this year they did a Kamacuras from Final Wars, which just looks absolutely beautiful. Looks so good. I mean, this is the only representation of it's well, we have a Sofubi, but as far as like a Bandai, or there's no X Plus, there's no any of that like realistic looking Kamacuras from Final Wars. So this is like super freaking awesome. And I love it. And they did like I said, fantastic work. They also did a Kumonga that I actually did not pick up, and I kind of regret not getting, but what are you gonna do? But what I also did get from YMSF is their Final Wars Manda, which is freaking amazing. I love it. It absolutely blows the Bandai out of the water.
Yeah.
It's articulated here. You know, you can kind of bend it and put it into different poses and stuff, which is super cool. But yeah, he looks awesome. Manda's another one that I think I don't think gets the love that he deserves. So, yeah.
Christian found the name of the totem pole dude.
Oh. Let's see. The three-headed totem man, which he's buried now, I can't grab. His name is Jacqueline. What? What does that say? Jacqueline. He will forever be called Jacqueline. J.C. Yulin. All right.
Jace Yulin.
Yeah. Good job, Christian.
Now find the other one.
I know, right?
Find the horn, man.
So this is really cool. Again, Bandai, but not Godzilla or Ultraman or Gamera. This is a Bandai Quantosaurus Rex figure from Power Rangers Time Force, or I believe it was Time Cop or Time Ranger, excuse me, in Japan. The Q-Rex is one of my all-time favorite Zords in all of Power Rangers. Ranks right up there with the Dragon Zord for me. He's just awesome. I love him. And yeah, Eric pointed him out. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a tag, and I am looking to find a lot of the Power Rangers Zords like this in the 6-inch Bandai line with tags. So if anybody knows a great place to start picking them up, shoot me a message, because I would really like to do that. This is really cool. So from our friends at Seismic, I bought a Gamera versus Barugan manga or comic, but this is set in the Heisei timeline. So it's actually kind of like a filler episode or what have you between Gamera 1 and Gamera 2, I believe. It might be Gamera 2 between Gamera 2 and Gamera 3, but I'm pretty sure it's between the 1 and 2. So that's really cool. I'm excited to look through this. This is going to be super cool.
I definitely have to start getting into some of the mangas and everything like that, because it does fill some gaps and everything that it's just kind of cool to see. And I mean, obviously you can't read it, but obviously look at the pictures and you can kind of decipher what they're saying and everything like that. So
right.
There's some cool stuff in there. I mean, obviously, we talked about trying to get that the sequel to Terra Mecha Godzilla with the Return of Titanosaurus and everything. So I'm on the lookout for that one, obviously. So
absolutely. So let's do this. This is from Mezco. This is the 5 points XL. This is the Godzilla vs. Mecha Godzilla set. There's kind of a glare here. I can't really see it. Unopened in box. I wasn't able to get this. The pre-orders closed before I realized, and I unfortunately had to pass up on it. So when I saw that, I was super excited to grab it. I think now the only one I'm missing is the Mothra, the Shobijin.
Okay.
So, what do you know? Are they still? Is Mezco still doing sets?
As far as I know, no. I think
Because they haven't come out with one in what, a year?
Mm-hmm. I think they're done with them. I think they lost a license to them.
Did they just not sell, or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they did as well as they thought, because they did the 2 Destroy All Monsters. They did Godzilla vs. Hedorah, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Mothra, the Shobijins, and I think that's it. But yeah, as far as I know, what I heard is I think they lost the license, or they didn't renew it, so they're not bringing any more out. So
that's a shame. Mm-hmm. It is. I thought they were great little.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, releases or whatever.
Great little sets with the accessories and stuff. So, So they're great little sets with all the accessories and stuff. I love that. For sure.
Mm-hmm. I also wonder if Bandai was kind of like, like, because it competed a little bit with Monster Arts, you know.
Yeah.
But all right, moving on from the M1 table, I got the M1 Biorante. It is the I don't know, red version. Red, kind of. No, I don't want to say it's not really metallic. I heard somebody say it's
like a magenta.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's cool. I love the belly, the green and the silver.
Yeah,
she looks great, fantastic. And Eric, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's made in Japan.
Oh.
So that means it's authentic. All right. Also from M1, I picked up the 1954 Godzilla with attack plane. As you can see right here in the header, that's kind of what it looks like. And then here is the plane, which is super cool. I think that was a cool little idea.
Yep.
Did you get one of these, Eric?
I got the original release of the 54.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, look at this.
A couple comments.
Christian says the Black Knight is Judas. Or Judah. And then Rated M says the Mothra Mezco sets are on the Walmart and Target sites. Rated M, I appreciate you telling me that, because I will be jumping on and buying them tonight probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. I'm going to do this one. So from our friend J-Key at Toku Toy Town, I got Varan, this beautiful, like reddish, brownish, sparkly Varan. It is from Marusan, and it is. I love it. I don't have a lot of Varan in my collection, so I definitely wanted to add it. And it was a great price, of course, because it was from J-Key, and he's awesome like that. But yeah. So I have the bag and header, but I just don't have it with me. So, and then last but not least, it was cheaper than some of the things that I bought, but it was one of the things that impressed me bigly. Was the Godzilla Tower. I love it. I finally get to see it in person. Well, I saw it in person at Kane County. Somebody was selling one, but I knew that Frank was having them. So I wanted to support Frank, so I waited. But yeah, seeing it in person, I mean, it looked great in the promo pictures, but seeing it in person, it's even better, I feel.
Yeah.
It's so great. So screw it. Let's open it up.
Do it. Just a bag.
There we go. Beautiful. Freaking love it. It's awesome. And this is such like an iconic thing from Godzilla's history, you know. I'd still love to get a big one. Like a
Yes.
25, 30 centimeter or something, you know?
Yes, 30 all day long.
Yeah. So that is that is part one. I will for sure at least have a part two, possibly a part three, but I'm going to try to just fit it all into part two. So then I can actually start chipping away at the things that I received prior to G Fest. Had some box days, as well as some gifts from some wackadoodle. So yeah, that'll be fun. What do you think, Eric? What's on your mind?
No, just chilling, enjoying seeing Godzilla, Gamera, and Ultraman, the goodies.
And I'm sure you will be doing a video, right, coming up on your channel. You want to tell everybody where they can find your goodies at?
If you want me to, I don't want to take it away from you because this is your channel. So
I'm a good friend, Eric. I don't know.
Yeah, you can just find me Bearded Kaiju Unboxing Reviews. I'll be doing some reviews of my haul. I finally just got a picture of everything today and everything. So and I just went through and I just figured out I have like, I don't know, 7 or 8 like official reviews that I have to redo to do actually. And like Joe, I got a couple things before, you know, I went to G Fest. I got, you know, I'm going to have a couple things coming after G Fest here. And yeah, a lot to do. So check me out on Bearded Kaiju's Unboxing Reviews.
Word. Obviously, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. You guys already know because you're watching. But I do wanted to give a little shout out to like Eric and I. So many of you are fans of the general tokusatsu kind of sphere, if you will, whether it's Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, Sentai, Power Rangers, anime, etc. Over on our joint channel, the Monsters with Attitude, we are constantly interviewing and inviting guests on to talk about their time, their work, their contributions to all things tokusatsu. And you know, we've had special effects artists from Power Rangers. We've had voice actors. We've had Alan Henry, who's played Kong and Scar King in the Monsterverse films. And just last night, Eric and I sat down with David Fielding, who played Zordon in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show. And great guy, had some laughs and a great conversation about kind of his life and his work and his time in as the Zordon character. And he's agreed to come back. And honestly, I'd love for him to come back and you know, maybe like, you know, live watch or live react to the first episode or something, you know, and something cool, something unique, you know. And also he's a Godzilla fan. And that's the thing too. All these people, they're fans of this stuff and they enjoy talking about it. So if you guys are a fan of it or you guys are interested in it, make sure you check out the Monsters with Attitude YouTube and Facebook channels, as well as Twitter, Spotify. Our podcasts are on Spotify, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, all the socials. So yeah, all right. Well, that'll do it. Eric, anything else you want to say, plug, do?
No, just thanks for having me on, and can't wait to see what else you get.
Oh, you already know, but I appreciate it. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Eric, thanks, buddy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.